Good morning, Jordan. How are you doing today?
Good morning, Arrow. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, man, if you were sitting inside the studio with me right now, you would see all of my childhood toys sitting right here. I mean, I love toys.
Well, I actually might have to come and visit you then because I love toys. You know what? This is a match made in heaven, you and I talking.
See, my problem is, though, is that my number one love for a toy is a acrobatic elephant called Mumbo Jumbo. And man, I search everywhere. I've got like 12 of these things now because I don't want anybody to have them. I want them all.
Mumbo Jumbo. Oh, tell me more about that. When did that come out?
Well, it had to have been during the early part of the 1970s because Cindy Brady had it on the Brady Bunch,
Okay.
and what it was,
Yes.
and I had one and I kept it hidden away. But then when eBay came around, all of a sudden I started buying them all.
The Mumbo Jumbo. Yeah, and because of Cindy Brady. There were toys from that. The Kitty Carryall dolls were really popular too because of the Brady Bunch. So that's fantastic. You know what? I got to tell you, you are going to love History Channel's The Toys That Built America Season 2. We're premiering Sunday night, October 23rd. I got to tell you, you've got to check this out because this is all of our favorite childhood toys that we grew up with. From the 60s, from the 70s, from the 80s. We cover everything from dolls to action figures to even, tech toys and arcade toys in the video game market. It's great stuff.
Are you going to touch on Tonka trucks too? Because Tonka trucks have been around since, God, I think, the birth of time.
They have been around. I think we did that season 1. I don't think we're doing it this season. But you know what? This is something that we didn't do it. We'll come back and do it season 3. I'll put a note in with the History Channel, which I have absolutely no power over them right now at all. But the thing is Season 1, we went back to the very beginning. We covered the real inception of the toys. We did the Frisbee, the hula hoop, that even something like the Super Bounce Ball, something really simple. This year, we cover all the great toys from the 70s, Star Wars, Masters of the Universe. We do Cabbage Patch dolls. We do puzzles and Rubik's Cubes and erector sets and Rock'em Sock'em robots and Mousetrap and then we do Nintendo and Sega and Atari, all the great toys. Basically, you know what? You're going to sit and you're going to watch this series, okay? 8 episodes every Sunday night, so it's perfect time for the family. And this is what I loved about working on the show. Even though I've been doing this forever, over 35 years, I still found toys and I said, oh my God, I remember I had that. And I got excited again. You're going to see toys that you forgot you had or forgot were in the market, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I remember that.
Yep.
And that's what I love about this series.
Well, let's go to those Rock'em Sock'em robots. My dad would not let me and my brothers fight, but he would say, though, go get the robots and you fight there, but you don't fight in this living room.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how we were taking it out on each other through the Rock'em Sock'em robots.
Oh, you had a different childhood than I did. I grew up with a twin brother. We beat the crap out of each other all the time. but we cover Rock'em Sock'em robots. Let me tell you something really quick. Okay, this. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so excited. I'm actually standing up while I'm talking to you. I'm so excited. Let me tell you a story real quick. So Burt Meyer was the guy that originally designed Rock'em Sock'em robots, okay? That toy was supposed to originally be human boxers, like human fighters. It was going to be a boxing game. Yeah. But in 1963, here's what happened. In 1963, a boxer by the name of Davy Moore died because of boxing-related injuries. So they went back and totally retooled and redesigned the game for robots. And that's kind of like the really cool, oh, wow, fact I never knew that you're going to see in this series. And that's cool stuff because now I will never look at Rock'em Sock'em robots the same way again.
Right. So do you think the reason why kids were so attracted to Light Bright was, A, that it was electric, it was the closest thing that we had to having our own television set, and we could design things through our own imagination?
Yeah, the thing about Light Bright is it was really cool because it was so simple, okay? It was a pegboard with lights. There was nothing really technologically advanced about it, but, these pegs lit up. But you were able to really create anything you wanted. And a lot of people used it as a night light. So it was, they let you put it on at night and you can, keep it on all night. You can spell out words. You can make, everyone knows the commercial. You can make a flower. You can make a clown. You can make anything. And it's those toys like Light Bright like Lego. I mean,
Yes.
they really, really inspired creativity back then in the 1960s and 70s. There was nothing else like it. It was so simple. It was so easy to play with, and yet so many kids did it and played with it because you could just, it could be whatever you want it to be,
Yep.
and that's what I really loved.
So true, so true. The biggest impact toys, is it Monopoly? Does Monopoly own that thing, or is it going to be something that's going to be electronic?
Impact like on history. Monopoly's up there.
Yeah. In
You
other
know,
words,
but
it's our
also,
go-to.
oh yeah, it's also in the gaming market, but it's also stuff like as simple as the hula hoop. We covered that in season 1.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone had a hula hoop growing up. There were millions and millions of them sold. But this year we cover games like Jenga, which actually came from a Swahili name, Kajenga. We learn about the history of Jenga and the puzzle and everything, and we learn all about that kind of stuff. So, here's what I think it is. I think all toys have an impact on every person.
Mm-hmm.
They all affect everyone differently. I had a woman who came in a couple days ago and she was looking for a pound puppy because she had it when she was a kid. And this woman was crying. She wanted a pound puppy doll and a little dog because it reminded her of her dog. And that's what's beautiful about what we do in these toys, because everyone had a childhood and everyone has this incredible connection to their childhood, and these are great. And you know what? I think I told this in another interview with someone. Really, what I want people to take away from this show, or really what I want, is I would love people to sit down and watch this show with the family, because anyone with children, they're going to sit around with their kids and they're going to say, I had that when I was a kid. And it's going to really get that discussion flowing. It's going to get the kids interested in toys. And you're going to learn about all these really great, compelling facts behind the toys.
So what I love the fact that you dig in for the history, because I just love history, and I love to go to the core of the story. Do you feel like you're sitting with a rock star when you start digging up the history of these things?
You know what? I'll tell you, everyone on the show, not just I'm on there too, but a lot of folks. Look, we're all passionate about toys. Okay,
Yes.
so you're talking to people who have a passion for it, and you're talking about people who are knowledgeable. So, History Channel did a great job, not only in the talking heads and what we say to people with the facts, but they also did a great segment where they're recreating these things in real life, so you can watch the recreations, and that brings it alive for everybody. I mean, it's one thing to talk about it, but the way history tells the story and the narrative with these really cool and pretty accurate recreations, it comes alive. Okay. So you can really be there during that, oh my God moment. And that's really, really what I love. So, yeah, I mean, I loved working the show. I worked with rock stars every day.
Yeah.
They're great people.
And the thing is that I love watching. I was with you the entire first season. I love it. And what happens is then I started really making sure that I put away my originals. Now, I have the original Simpsons, and I also have the original Buzz Lightyears and things like that. But they're put away, so it's like I can't even have them as eye candy.
Oh yeah, well, you know what? Take them out. Bring them. You can display them in the box, or even if I tell people, look, I mean, Simpsons a little more difficult because that's a blister packet, But with a Buzz Lightyear, if it's in a box, gently open up the box and take them out and save the box. Those original Buzz Lightyears, guys like you and I, we're not too old. Well, I'm in my 50s, but I'm not an old man yet.
Right.
But you know what? Toy Story was out relatively recently. But those original Buzz Lightyears, they go for about $500 in the box. They're incredible. And the new movie just came out, Lightyear, which was a spin-off of Toy Story and Buzz Lightyear.
Wow. Dude, I'm very proud of you for doing this, because you are igniting our imaginations as grown adults, but you're also teaching the younger people that go play. Go to a store, get a toy, play.
Yeah, that's basically my motto. It's basically everyone, we were all born with this inherent need to play. We need to blow off steam. We need to create. And that's what I tell everyone. I've been doing this since I was 16. So I've been doing this like almost 40 years.
Oh my God.
And people say, what's your number one advice you have to everyone? I said, have fun. Play with your toys. Just have fun. Don't worry about anything else. But, if you love toys, if you don't love toys, if you love history, just... You got to tune in, okay? October 23rd, Sunday, on the History Channel. It's The Toys That Built America, Season 2. your childhood is just all going to come back to you in these eight great episodes. You're going to love it.
I love it. Please come back to this show anytime in the future. The door is always going to be open for you, sir.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Arrow.
You bet.
My pleasure.
You be brilliant today, okay?
I will. I'll do my best. Thank you so much.